Hey, what's going on out there, everybody? This is Samuel here representing TeamJVS, here to give you guys another movie review. This is on Netflix. I'm talking about May December. This is directed by Todd Haynes. This has got the amazing Julianne Moore. This has got Natalie Portman and amazing performance from Charles Melton and another stunning cast. So this is based around loosely the teacher named Mary Kay that had a relationship with a sixth grader. The thing that's very different and find out about this film is this takes place years after that, when they've already established a relationship, when she's already gone through prison, when they've already had kids. What does it look like now? So Charles's character's name is Joe. He is the father of different kids by Julianne Moore's character, Gracie. Now, Gracie, she right now is kind of a florist. She's doing odd jobs around the town. Everybody knows about what happened. She's got her own separate family with her own separate kids. Corey Michael Smith, he plays the role of Georgie. That's one of her older children, actually the same age as Joe. And then Natalie Portman's character, she just came into town because basically they're wanting to do a movie based on Gracie's story. And the thing about this film is just so intriguing, because the truth of the matter is that no one has gotten past what has happened. I think they've ignored it, they've like forgotten it, but the town hasn't forgotten the thing that actually happened. And it's kind of like the character that Julianne Moore plays, Gracie, she's very controlling, she's very demeaning, she's very anal about everything, right? But yet at nighttime, she's her most vulnerable, like she's very passive, she's dealing with all these kind of emotional things from what she's basically kind of allowed her life to go down this road. The thing that's very fascinating about this is in the way that Todd tells the story is you never hear the story after everything that's kind of happened. Like, what do you live with? How do you maneuver forward? And it basically kind of tells a story and paints this picture more so not just around Gracie and not just around Elizabeth, Natalie Portman's character, and kind of how she's trying to internalize and be Gracie, so to speak, but it's more surrounding Joe. Joe is the character, he basically was robbed of his childhood. And at the same time, he still never truly matured past the trauma of what he's had to go through, because he had to be an adult. He had to be a dad. He had to be a husband. He had to be all these different kind of things. And what does that do? Charles Melton's performance is a standout. To me, he gives probably one of the best supporting performances this year. Between him and Robert Downey Jr., they equally give the best supporting performances this year for me. Because the thing about Charles' performance in this is that he, like, from an exterior standpoint, it looks like he's got it all together, like he's handling all the kids, but you can tell he's so meek and like he's dealing with all these kind of issues emotionally. He's never rectified what he's felt. And then you got the other side of the spectrum, which is Natalie Portman's character, Elizabeth, and she's using all these different segues to get this role by any means necessary completed. And even if that means getting deeper and darker into what Gracie really feels, or whether that is compromising what Joe needs, she doesn't care. And Natalie Portman and, of course, Julianne Moore rock it. They are amazing standouts as far as their performances in this one. I think the thing about it is just so hard to grasp what is really happening, because throughout the movie, you're getting an unpacking of all of them, and you're getting an understanding that no one is completely scot-free. Like, I think that one of the things I thought was so interesting is watching Corey and Natalie Portman play off each other, because of how Natalie's character Elizabeth is trying to unpack everything, and she's getting it from a side perspective, and how Georgie as a character is just letting everything that he's got going on out, and it's painting this very interesting picture of what Gracie really is, while at the same that time Elizabeth is using that, and it's just these back and forth cat games. And I know this is kind of like a dark comedy, but it really is very serious in tone and drama and meaty and weighty. And the more you allow yourself to be at an intake of what's really actually happening, like at times it can be very sickening and very, very messed up. But the performances are a standout. As far as the movie and execution and rewatchability, that's going to be the harder thing because of the themes behind it. But I'd rest this at like an 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10. Performances are everything at this. But let me know what you guys think about it. I would love to kind of go and dive deep, maybe in a spoiler review of this. I don't try to keep this reserved as best I could. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace, people.